Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Maarga. My name is Mahika Srivathsa. I am a student in Canadian International School, Bangalore, and I'm studying in grade 12. Here we are with the seventh edition of Maarga, which is a path to enable, empower, and elevate. If you're watching this for the first time, a quick intro to Project Marga. We are developing a series of videocasts aimed to provide career counseling for underprivileged high school students. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Ms. Sarika Kale, who is a senior professional in the domain of office administration.
Thank you, Mahika, for having me today, and hearty congratulations on this endeavor of yours. I'm sure it is going to help a lot of people around. Thank you again.
Thank you. So we'll start off with the questions. So
Sure.
the first one is, can you explain in simple words what the administration department does in a company?
So, administration department is kind of pretty vast. It's like an umbrella of different jobs, roles, and job responsibilities. Talking from a perspective of a corporate or from a company's perspective, I would like to start with front desk management. This is a very interesting role. It is like you are the face or you are the representative of the company of sorts to whoever is walking in. So you know, in this role, you need to be very alert, presentable, polite, and kind. You can be pulled into a lot of ad hoc activities, group activities that need an extra hand of help. For example, I can think of you could be pulled into being like a emergency rescue team. So you will learn a lot on the job. You will basically be in a lot of action in this role. Moving on to being a office assistant or say a admin assistant. This also is like a broad job description. It has many subcategories in it. Let me start with vendor management. So vendor management involves you taking care of all the vendors that give services to your business or to your company. I can think of, your building owners in which your office space is located, or your coffee vending machine services, any IT, financial, or HR services that your office is taking, or even housekeeping services. So these are all the different vendors that give services to your organization, and this role involves you keeping up to date with all the contracts, renewing them if they are expiring, terminating them if the services are no longer needed, or adding on new contracts if new services are needed. But this role needs you to be having a very cordial and good relationship with your vendors in pursuit of getting the best services at a low cost. Another aspect of this job is also having employment engagement activities for all your fellow employees in the office. This is also like a fun role to play. It involves you keeping a upbeat and a joyous mood in your office to maybe have quarterly, monthly, fun activities just to break the mundane of the day-to-day work at office. It also can involve you hosting, organizing big annual events. That would mean that you need to be, knowing all the good venues that are in town. You need to be creative with props. You also need to be making sure that the participation is 100% because you're doing it for, keeping the best pulse in the office. So, yeah, it also involves you working with budget, and that would mean that you have to bring in all the fun quotient, maximum fun quotient in that limited kind of budget that you've been given. So it again is a very, very interesting role to play. Moving again on to, I would say, an administration related with travel. So if your organization is like having employees travel domestically or travel internationally, there is admin associated with travel as well. So someone who is able to process visas for them or even book travel, flights, transportation, everything end to end basically. And once the employees travel on work and come back, they also kind of file in the reports because they incur some cost when they are on travel. So when they come back, they, submit receipts and stuff like that. So it is your job to, kind of reconcile all those expenses and make sure they are reimbursed. This is what I could think of from the travel perspective. I also think executive assistance is another tentacle to administration. So if you're like like a right hand to one of the leaders in your organization. You're like almost like a personal assistant. So you're kind of taking care of the leader's calendar, making sure all the agendas are in place before the meeting starts, making notes during the meetings, and helping the leader to come up with minutes of the meeting and basically help. Like I said, it is like the right hand to the leader. So that is another very, very interesting part of being office admin. Well, I could think of these, and there are many more. So, when you're on the job, you might be, like I said, pulled into a lot of ad hoc activities, and that is how you learn on the job. So, yeah, this is what it is.
Great. And what do you think inspired you to come into this profession?
What inspired me? I am a people's person, so I like to speak. I like to talk to people. I like to help too. So when I started with being a front desk manager, and that kind of, created interest in me to take on more responsibilities in this department. So that's how my career ladder was, that I grew from front desk to being a office admin, and then like I said, the office admin has various subcategories to it. So I started taking care of many other things in the pipeline. So yeah, I mean, you need to really be a person who can enjoy talking with people and helping them.
Okay, and what personality traits generally fit being an employee facing like an administration role?
Yeah, so foremost for me is that you need to be approachable. People should, people look at you like a go-to person for guidance or for answering any queries, or if they're not understanding any processes. So if you're approachable, people will definitely, come to you. You need to have empathy, you need to be kind, polite. You also need to have very good communication skills. So you need to be like clear in what you're saying. You need to have good interpersonal skills as well. So yeah, majorly anything that will help you to help people to understand and make their lives easy in the office.
Okay. If any of my fellow high school students are watching this, what would you like to advise them so that they're aware of whether or not they want to pursue a career in office administration?
Sure. So I think being flexible is the key to this job because there are no set duties or job responsibilities that can be listed for you. So you can, like I said, you can be pulled into many ad hoc, group activities and such, and you need to be open to adding on your own skill and your own perspective to it. So being flexible is the foremost, and working with leaders can be a little tricky because everybody has, different leadership styles. So you need to get used to how your leader is, and that's again a learning curve. If your company is like a multinational company, then you will be ending up working with a lot of other people across the globe who have different cultures and with different backgrounds. So definitely, again, being open to different cultures is also something to watch out for.
Okay, that's all I had for today. Thank you, Ms. Sarka, for your valuable time in supporting my initiative.
Thank you so much, Mahika, and wish you all the very best.